Hello and welcome to 3Y. This week, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series is at Michigan International Speedway for the FireKeepers Casino 400. Overall, it was an kind of race. It was hampered by rain, which delayed it about 3 hours, and then it was shortened by rain, which only got into the little beginning of the third stage. But in the end, it was Clint Bowyer making a two-tire strategy call to get the lead away from Kevin Harvick and battling him, and then a caution came out for Ricky Stenhouse, which then the rain came and the race was over, and Clint Bowyer got his second win of the season. Now on to my three takeaways from the FireKeepers Casino 400. Number 1, Clint Bowyer wins his second race of the season. After Clint Bowyer won in Martinsville earlier in this season, I believe many people were thinking if Bowyer could do it again and get another win this season. This came as a huge surprise here at Michigan, considering Kevin Harvick looked to be more likely the dominant car, and then was most likely going to battle with his teammate Kurt Busch for the win. Now with Bowyer getting his second win of the season, this is the third time in his career he's won multiple races in the Cup Series. The last time he did it was in 2012, and the time before that was in 2010. Now we'll see if Bowyer can continue this into something and maybe be that fourth car in the playoffs when they go to Homestead. The last two seasons where Bowyer has won multiple races, in 2010 he finished 10th in the standings, and in 2012 he finished second in the standings. Now we'll see if Bowyer can keep this up and firmly grasp that fourth spot in the playoffs as he is right now, behind Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. And who knows, maybe Clint Bowyer can do something in 2 weeks at Sonoma, which he won back in 2012. Number 2, two tires works. Throughout this race, many cars tried to do two tires, and most of it worked out. Casey Kane was up there for a lot of the time when he did his two-tire strategy call, and Paul Menard salvaged a decent finish with two tires. The thing that baffled me most was going into that last pit stop, where only Clint Bowyer took two tires, right before the rain came. I was very surprised many people didn't try two tires and just hold out until the rain came, and as it worked out, that proved to be the winning strategy call to get Bowyer his win. And number 3, 7 Fords in the top 8. As it is every time the Cup Series goes to Michigan, it turns into a manufacturer battle, considering it's in Ford and Chevy's backyard, with Toyota trying to spoil the party. With this race, it was a massive success for Ford, with 7 cars in the top 8. And those 7 cars were Clint Bowyer in first, Kevin Harvick in second, Kurt Busch in third, Paul Menard in fifth, Brad Keselowski in sixth, Joey Logano in seventh, and Ryan Blaney in eighth. This is even a more successful week for Ford, as the top 2 Chevys, which battle with Ford for the top spot in Michigan, are Chase Elliott, who finished 9th, and Jamie McMurray, who finished 10th. And as we know, Chevy's kind of been on a downward spiral this season. Now we'll see next time that the Cup Series comes back to Michigan if Toyota or Chevy are going to make any huge improvements to their cars to break up this Ford party. Now on to look ahead to June 24th at Sonoma for the Toyota Save Mart 350. Number 1, the first road race of the season. Normally going into Sonoma, this used to be only our first of 2 road course races, but now with the Roval at Charlotte, it's our first of 3. Now this has me wondering if any teams with that new Roval being added to the playoffs, of the people who have wins, if anyone's going to try something, or if anything translates from Sonoma to Charlotte. And as we know, when we go to these road course races, it's AJ Allmendinger's time to shine, and we'll see if he can steal a win in 2 weeks at Sonoma. Number 2, Kevin Harvick goes for a repeat. Last year at Sonoma, this is where Kevin Harvick got his first win of the season, and his first win for a long time until Texas. Now we'll see if Harvick, after coming off a second place finish at Michigan, can make this into something and maybe start another streak to just add on to his massive amount of playoff points. And number 3, what strategy will work? Every time we go to a road course, there's always the thinking of what strategy is going to work. And a couple years ago, it was 3 stops versus 4, and with the stages, it will more than likely will be that again. Now we'll see which strategy will prevail, and if what cautions will throw a wrench into the plans of many of the teams. So that'll do it for 3Y this week. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.